10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. HellRaisers turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. HellRaisers turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Ancient apparition.
Radiant team pick.
League's assassin.
HellRaisers turn to pick.
Venomancer.
Against HellRaisers, I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Aosin and
Radiant team ban.
Clockwork.
HellRaisers turn to ban.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with you for most of the part. I wouldn't say like it's super even. I think Mousesports are
Radiant
maybe like a
team
little
ban.
bit ahead. I think HellRaisers just needs to address their draft more than anything.
sort of speak to that as well. But it's kind of, it does feel like if there's a draft win for HellRaisers, there's like probably they'll be able to take it. If there's a draft win for Mouse, they'll probably be able to take it. If it's even, then I'd probably give the edge to Mouse. That's sort of where I feel with it. I don't know how you feel if you're kind of at the same spot.
Yeah, sort of. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. I just want to see HellRaisers win the laning phase for once. Because so far, you know, this is probably like the fourth game we've casted of them, and I have not seen them come out of the laning phase, you know, ahead or even. Is always like slightly behind or extremely behind.
And that's never a good place to play Dota from. It's not what you want to see. It's the Ancient Apparition pick, by the way. J4 is going to be taking that one for himself, so Spartan is going to have to play something else. With the Iowa already banned out, we'll see if they decide to go for maybe that Disruptor that Spartan occasionally likes to play, or something else here. I doubt he's going to be playing the Nyx Assassin. That to me feels like a maybe next time hero. Or maybe Skylark. Kind of depends on what Thug goes for. But Nyx Assassin, Veno, and then the Clockwork pick for HellRaisers.
Well, both sides kind of keeping their options open, not really revealing too much here. Bambo also plays Clockwork, so maybe it's a Bambo Clockwork, maybe it's a Milan Clockwork. But you definitely want to pick up either Sven or, I guess, Lifestealer, kind of copy Mousesports from last game. I think it's pretty good so far. You know, you're against a Nyx Assassin as well, a Venomancer, so Lifestealer not a bad choice.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it at all. Dragon Knight band as well as the Brood. Keep in mind,
Radiant team pick.
and the winner of this game will face them tomorrow, I believe. Got to mention as well, unfortunately, Aosin and I are going to have to be leaving you after today. I figured I'd throw this out there right now and let you guys know again at the end of the broadcast. But I am running away to go pick up a dog, and Steven, I'm not sure who it is that's going to be casting, but he might be joining you. So sadly, we're going to have to leave you and cry about it.
Whatever.
I love it.
Nothing of value lost here.
Mantra this entire year. It's insanity. After this game, Mousesports will have played 20 different qualifying games in 4 days of Dota, so 5 games on average a day of officials. And you know, it's just such long days for these players, constantly playing Dota and so much on the line for them, and you know, trying to keep up with what's going on with the teams they're facing off against is it's a nightmare as well. Like, Mousesports literally came from losing a best of 3 that went the full 3 games against King one right before this, and now they're playing against HellRaisers, and the first game went for 60 plus minutes. And this one, based upon the heroes already taken, could be a similar thing. Or they just want to end the game quickly and they're going to take Jakiro.
Yeah, and I think the surprising thing is not many people are voicing their opinions on, you know, how it really sucks to play so many qualifier games. I think the only person who's actually really voicing their opinion is PPD.
Yeah.
PPD said that there are just so many games that you have to qualify for, and you kind of have no choice but to play them.
Right.
And because of that, you know, his team is, or I'm going to assume most teams go through this somewhat of a similar schedule. They're just up at the morning and they're playing all the way until night. And it's like every single day it's like that.
Well, and I think the big thing that's going to be interesting to watch is what happens with the second round of qualifiers. Because you have a lot of teams that are new teams that are going to be going to these events. Like, let's say, for instance, PPD's team. He's going to be going to the Summit, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see if they end up going to these other ones that are going on as well. So during October, when these events are actually held, they can't play any of the qualifying matches because they're going to be in Europe at events and doing all this other stuff. So the question is, what happens then with teams that are directly invited and then they end up going back and being able to just go directly to the next events? They're sort of getting a little bit of an advantage over the other ones. So it's not necessarily just like any one team in particular. It's that teams that are directly invited are getting like a pretty natural advantage over others, which is hard to overcome. There's no great answer, and I think that everybody would be the first to admit that. That doesn't make sense. I think everybody would admit that there's no great answer. But you know, trying to at least acknowledge it is probably a good first step. Anything else you got to say about that, really?
No, not really. It's definitely not easy to address. It's going to be, you know, a lot of refining and fine tuning is going to have to come out of Valve and all the other tournament organizers. I'm no tournament organizer, so I mean, I have no great solution for this whole system they have.
Yeah, I think that it's just a very tough problem, and everybody understanding the difficultness of it is the first step towards trying to find solutions and, you know, work towards, you know, the spirit of working together and being friendly and all that good stuff. Anyways, we're back into this game now. Rubik taken as well as a Ricky. Maybe next time. He's lost his day of mind. Look at that little guy. He's sneaky. The bane of pubs.
I like it. Why not? Let's do it. Oh, by the way, Jakiro is actually very popular in NA, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, a couple of teams have been running it as, like, either a core offlaner or support. So, offlane Jakiro kind of making a comeback. Immortals actually ran it yesterday as well. They ran it as a offlane as well as a support, 5 support.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's going to be interesting. Oh, they do go for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, that is, well, obviously the setup with the clockwork is going to be there. Nice way to jump these heroes. Although all of them, well, let's see, Jakiro and Venomancer at least can be 4-staff builders. I don't know about the Nyx Assassin, really. You think you favor that instead of a Blink Dagger?
If you're against a matchup like this, yeah, you definitely get the 4-staff instead of Blink Dagger.
Yeah. See, I think that also for HellRaisers, there's pretty good reason to want to pick up 4-staffs on all these heroes as well. With Ricky going on, this is going to be a 4-staff war.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw at least like 8 to 10 force staffs this game at some point.
Let's see. There is now another round of bans. Things that you still need. Mid laner for HellRaisers. They're going to have the first round of picks. Maybe some D-push, considering that you already have Jakiro and Venomancer, and then like pick-off-oriented heroes. Or what do you think is going to be sort of the goal for Mousesports this game?
I mean, they have a very strong, like, slow siege type of thing. It's not like exactly a fast siege, but
right.
They also have very strong team fight right now. So I think, like, just kind of stick to the overall team fight aspect of the lineup that you have right now. They have decent pick off as well between the Riki and the Nyx Assassin. Maybe something to go against Lifestealer, maybe? Like Troll?
I always keep saying Troll, and I really like the idea, but it never ends up
Ursa?
getting picks nowadays.
Actually, Ursa is probably better.
That sounds like a fun Ursa game. Shadow Fiend, so the Cogs tricks are going to be happening.
I'm not too convinced by a Shadow Fiend here. In fact, I'm never really convinced about Shadow Fiend. I feel like he just needs to have the perfect game in order to be effective. I forgot which team I was watching. Did one team run Shadow Fiend last game? Oh, they're gonna go for Terrorblade. Okay.
So talk to me about this. It's a Skylark Terrorblade. Did he just click wrong? We've got ourselves the Thug Veno. Is this real life? Madara is playing Nyx Assassin? What's going on?
No, they're just gonna swap. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's just a prank. Surely they will be swapping momentarily. See, look at maybe next time. He's like saying affirmative, nice, nice. So they're kind of messing around right now.
Cool. Affirmative, nice, nice. The classic. All right. Spartan on the Jakiro, playing out of the position 5. Yeah, there's the swap that we're expecting to see. And we'll have to watch how many of these souls they're going to end up getting.
Wait, is the game paused?
I think so.
This is like, I always get confused because this loading time is like so long.
I know. It's just like the music was slightly lulling me to sleep.
I don't even have the music on, so I hear nothing. It's just silent.
And you gotta have music on. It's the greatest. You hear the drums when we load in, though, right? During the Street Fighter thing? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Game number 2 underway. And Cogs already being denied here. Stealing the souls of those poor mechanical... whatever the hell they are. And I think the way that you beat this, the way that I've seen it a couple times... Oh, I know why I did it now. Jakiro does have a really good taunt. Look at him. He's so happy.
Oh, that is a great taunt. It
yeah.
has like a little soundtrack to it.
Do a barrel roll. So what I was going to say, though, is we have a very deep Milan. He's in position already to snipe this courier. He knows what he wants. But what I was going to say is that I think one of the ways that you can deal with this Shadow Fiend Cogs trick is to run quickly to this rune and then try and kill him as he gets it.
Yeah, I've seen some team try that. It's like a one-time thing only, though. It's so hard to execute because people, once they've seen it before,
yeah,
they know how to react to it. And I think like if people start moving around and they just don't see, oh god, they're messing up the cog trick.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. They got 13 souls. They only messed up at the very end because it was at a weird place.
That's a decent start then.
So you see how they're playing around this rune right now? Because they didn't really get any information, so they're just going to assume, okay, they're probably going to be doing something weird like this, and just not even going to go for it.
Yeah. Bambo's going to take it instead, and so that will give Thug a little bit of an easier mid lane, most likely. Milan is still parked here. He doesn't have any vision of the courier, though, so he might not be able to get the snipe as it comes out. We'll have to wait and see. He can try and get it on his way back, probably. Oh, Milan, is he... Well, he doesn't see it. If he knew... Oh, is it coming?
He's expecting.
Yeah. They don't have any vision of him, obviously, and this tree is down. So he has a pretty good view of it, and he's going to walk away. He knows that there's a creep wave coming. Kaiser, in the meantime, mid lane, taking a lot of damage, and he might end up going down. Is maybe next time going to go for this? They turn to fight, but he's dead. Maybe next time, Fairy Fire and the walk away. Not going to happen. He's still going to die. But big stuff there. First blood. Going the way of Mouse.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't worth waiting for.
Yeah.
If he knew it was there, it would have been worth maybe walking out of the trees and just diving for it, but... Uh-oh, Milan.
Yeah, he's in trouble now as well. He's going to try and pull it back in, but can they find this kill nonetheless? The silence and also applying that little bit of mischance. It still has that, right? Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's got to hurt because Kaiser, not level 2. Without the raise, you're not going to get that kill.
And back up to full HP as well. So mid lane pretty heavily going into the favor of Mouse at this point. Bottom lane though, Bambo's gotten some levels. Are they going to kill him?
He's going to get some damage.
Yeah, Skylark's, he'll be a liver here.
I just keep hearing the Spartan taunt.
He's a happy guy. I do love playing Jakiro. It's a DD rune bottom. We'll see if Thug wants to make the long walk to go get that. Looks like the answer is no, and instead it's going to be Spartan going to steal away a bounty rune that Milan was a little bit too slow to get. And in fact, if he walks up here...
You can get a lot of damage in with your breath.
Oh, thought about it. Not going to get it. Man, if he would have waited for Rubik to go up that high ground, that would have been great.
I think you actually might even kill him.
Yeah.
But he does have boots, so hard to say. Just like lift you and throw you back. He's going to get 2 runes.
Yeah, he has a reason to taunt now. He's got boots already. Look at that guy. Nice.
He's just spammy.
Well, they're pushing the Shadow Fiend out of range for any type of last hits at this stage. And maybe next time just parked in the mid. Anytime he approaches, maybe next time is going to be there to punch him.
I'm going to go ahead and say that that's really bad.
I would agree with you.
Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. They just don't feel comfortable at all. And
I mean, the thing is, both of them are doing the same thing.
Oh, Gale is used again. Kaiser, he's going to end up falling here. They try and go for it, the raise. Oh, you didn't want to press that button. That was the wrong one. Well, Kaiser does... I mean, they get the kill on maybe next time, but it comes at a cost.
And once again, I mean, the lane setup is just not in favor for HellRaisers. Oh, they're going to go on Skylark. Is it going to be enough?
He pops that Spike Carapace. They don't hit him there, and Pale is waiting. He's going to connect with it onto 3-3, and, well, it looks like Skylark again is going to get out of there. J4 going to take some pot shots on his way out the door.
I think with that Ice Vortex, they should have dove. I think Lifestealer could actually catch it. But...
Bottom lane, Clockwork, Bambo. He's already used his cog, so they'll find that kill. All of these lanes are just unfolding terribly right now. And J4 might end up dying. I don't know if he can get away from maybe next time here. It's a lot of damage. Lifestealer's in the area, though. He has another Blink Strike. He thought about it, ends up getting fogged. He's thinking about diving for this, but should be able to escape. Back invis. They have a cloud again? He thought about doing it. He's just going to punch 3-3 and run away. Well, a great start so far. Jakiro's level 3. He might make a rotation mid to see if they can kill off Kaiser, who's still struggling in this one. The big winner, of course, is Madara.
Well, so far these lanes just not doing too well, but I mean it's too early to say too much. It's only less than 1,000. Or is it less than 1,000? Okay, never mind. It's like 2,000. I don't know. It's pretty big.
At 5 minutes, it's a rough one. They do have a ward here, so they spot out the Ricky, but again, he's going to escape, and they can throw a cloud over here if they want as well. The wraparound, they might even kill off the courier if it's not careful. Instead, it's just going to be Milan who dies to the poison, and Thug living through all of it yet again. I mean, it's all good and well to start with a lot of souls, but if you're playing a Shadow Fiend against this type of a lineup, it almost doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the reason why I'm just not really convinced by a lot of Shadow Fiends. It's just so hard to play this hero against so many of the heroes that are currently popular.
Yeah.
Like Earthshaker and Necrophos and Venomancer. I mean, you get Gale, you die. You get Fissure blocked, you die. You get Reapered, you die. It just sucks to play this hero.
And Milan, yeah, he's gonna die here. It looks like as well. Speaking of dying, they hit a raise. Also, at this 6-minute mark, it looks like Mouz is gonna get all 4 bounty runes as Skylark is pulling this creep wave past, and will probably pick up this one. I mean, that alone is like a ton of net worth. Difference between the two teams.
Oh, Bambo, he's going for Madara, but
Sunder?
Sunder, oh.
I mean, who expects Sunder at level 6?
Yeah, that's exactly what Bambo's saying right now.
Yeah. He'll be found, and will be going down most likely. They slowed him, they got him. Maybe next time picks up that kill. 7-2, and this one is starting to look ugly.
If Bambo hasn't changed since the time I've played with him, that is definitely a moment where he'll be like flaming his opponent for doing something that he did not expect.
Okay. Well, he is thinking about trying to kill off Spartan here, and Bambo, unfortunately, looking to go down a den, and...
What? I looked away for a second. Wasn't he just dead?
Yeah. I mean, maybe that what you're talking about there is a little bit of tilt as well, wanting to come back and prove himself. But he's going to have to take the long walk now, and
top lane,
long walk somewhere else.
I mean, the problem is he has no choice. He needs to get his level 6. He's so close to it, too.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few hundred experience away. And in the meantime, like, Shadow Fiend's resorted to jungling at this point. You've got your Rubik that's taken over mid and just hoping that he doesn't end up getting killed off. Well, maybe next time is scouting Kaiser and getting into position to cause him more trouble. There's nothing easy gained here. And it's still this Terrorblade who, you know, is 1-0-2 with 75 CS at 8 minutes.
I mean, things are looking rough. The lane advantage just continues to build once again. This is kind of similar to last game, but I think the biggest difference for me this time around is that HellRaisers teamfight isn't that great either. That's the one thing that I'm worried about.
Skylark might be able to get 6 off of this, and also might be able to steal away a couple of these creeps, as maybe next time is just going to cause some trouble. Bambo level 6 now. Maybe they can make something happen.
They gotta. Otherwise, this lead will continue to build up if they don't make any moves. You're gonna get out-farmed and then never win a team fight because of how far behind they get.
Alright, it looks like they want to try and go mid. Bambo is there on the other side of the river, ready to go for the wraparound. Kaiser here as well. They get the hook shot onto Spartan. It is just a Jakiro, but any kill at this point is big.
Yeah, even Spartan, he's got a 3-kill streak, so it's worth it. Milan has level 1 Plague Ward. Alright, that's definitely not something you want to steal.
Ugh. Yeah, that's god-awful. Okay. Bambo gets a nice pushback here. But, God, just one shot from all of these Metamorphosis Delusions, and it's brought down below half HP. He's putting in position and trying to come and contest to see if he can get the last on this tower, and well, he's actually able to keep the Terrorblade back for a moment. Metamorphosis, still a lot of duration left on this one as Milan is showing up as well. He does have those Plague Wards like you were saying, but it seems like it's not really what they're going to want to make it work, and he actually gets the deny. All right. Not bad.
small victories. Mid lane though, Kaiser, oh no, in a bit of trouble here. Is he gonna make it out?
Definitely not. For sure not. Like, about as not as it could be. And a dual breath level 2, that's not terrible.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Shadow Fiend level 8, and with the Veno and with Spartan here, a DD and 2 points up and Liquid Fire, this is a problem. They're going to pull back in the Venomancer. He does have Poison Nova, thinking about doing this, and well, they might even end up being able to kill off Milan. They're in trouble. Bambo doesn't hit the hook. Ended up running into a catapult. Gale out as well, stolen from Milan. It thrown back against the Venomancer. Actually pushed Spartan up onto the high ground, and there's going to be the ice path down a little bit off the mark. They find the kill with the raise. Bambo looks to be able to live through this, and Jakiro also going to be able to take a decent portion of this stack for now. We'll see if he turns around for another dual breath. Doesn't look like he wants to chance it. So my other concern is I remember when the Lifestealer was all the rage, people started to pick Terrorblade as a counter. How bad is that matchup for the Lifestealer?
Oh, it's pretty bad. It really, but it kind of depends on the amount of farm and how the current state of the game is. I think if Terrorblade is like on par with a Lifestealer, you should be able to destroy him. Just because it's just so difficult for a Lifestealer to catch up to a Terrorblade. Like, you have so many different tools to fight back against a Lifestealer, because a lot of Terrorblades, they end up going for Hurricane Pike, for example, which is a way to kite him, and then things get bad, you can always Sunder, and if the Rage runs out, you know, you can cast Reflection, just walk away. But you have a lot of answers for it. And the thing is, too, Lifestealer doesn't exactly have the best of armor, so you'll shred him.
The long range setup here as well. Skylark gets the Impale following up after the Vendetta proc, and they just macro pyre the Rubik. Make his life very sad, but they have been able to catch down bottom Thug. That being said, Bambo, is he going to live through this once the TPs start to come in? Thug is actually walking away for the moment. He does also have stick charges, but he's going to end up dying. Bambo, or rather J4, finds that kill. Madara's taken down 1 now, and with TP on cooldown, 3-3 in trouble also. Are they all going to die? Madara's here. He does have Sunder still as well. 3-3 is going to end up dying. They're all going to fall. Triple kill for Madara. Oh, no. That's really painful.
This is why Terrorblade is just so strong against a Lifestealer, because he also has insane armor.
Yeah.
Like, look at him. He's walking around with, what is that, 21 armor. Lifestealer is not going to be able to do enough damage to him, and with Metamorphosis, he hits for 220 plus. Lifestealer not going to be at that same level of durability or damage.
No hook shot here, but still, Terrorblade will respect the clockwork and Kaiser coming in, so they'll decide to back away and take his net worth lead that he's been able to continue to nurse. And now getting towards the Mantis style in the near future, 7,500 net worth on this Terrorblade. He's a monster.
Alright, well, Bambo has Hook, and Ancient Apparition is also 6. I mean, this might be probably one of the better times to go out and try to find pickoffs.
Yeah. Can he find it, though?
He's got a Lifestealer in him, too. I mean, you really need to have as many people as possible. Or not as many, but a couple of people with you for these pickoffs, so that you actually start making a comeback in terms of net worth. Oh, this is a very good find. If they see Thug, they could just go on him here.
Yeah. They're looking for more, though, and they're going to head in and run into Madara. He's taking the sneaky route. Oh, did they see him? Did they see him? Madara's there, but they're right by the shrine, and now... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, they're just going in?
They hookshot and set onto Thug. Okay, I don't know if that's going to work. He just got his Force Staff delivered. He's going to get away from them. Maybe next time. Tricks of the trade to stay alive. Skylark is getting ran at, but the rage is about to wear out. And now they've got the Impale from the low ground. They caught him. They killed him. Milan is still alive. He got the Vendetta strike off, but they end up killing him as well. A collection of misadventures, and Mouse come out on top.
I actually think that's okay for HellRaisers. They got 2 for 2, and they're already behind. Yeah, that's actually a positive network swing for HellRaisers.
I mean, if they take the tower though.
If you lose the tower, then obviously Mousesports are going to be even further ahead.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, there's only like the tier 2 tower is taken on bottom. Tier 2's gone mid. They still have top, but the thing that's most telling to me about this is that already Mousesports has 2 force staffs on their heroes. They've got it on Nyx, and they've also got one on Veno. So even if Clockwork does manage to catch them, if Mouse start to group up now, how do they take this fight, HellRaisers?
I mean, the force staffs obviously are incredibly good, but you can't exactly just write them off as a free win because of those 2 pickups. Oh, they're gonna go chase bottom. Oh, nice hook.
Yeah. So Spartan will pay for that and actually steal Macropire. That's pretty big.
Yeah, because I mean the thing is, like, even if you have force staff and you can get away from the Clockwork, there's still a decent amount of disables on the other side. There's a Lifestealer with open wounds to slow them, and then you have the lift from the Rubik, and then Rubik can also just... There's quite a few disables they can pick up as well in terms of just steals, so you can always take these fights decently. Uh-oh, Courier. Gonna get sniped, I think.
Maybe next time. Doing what he does best.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rubik smoked up here in the mid lane as well. It looks like Mouse are going to try and, with this DD, maybe start to push the issue, or he just walks into Roche. Madara does not give a damn. They have Macropire. But it looks like, at least for now, HellRaisers is maybe a little bit too afraid to do this.
They have to be a little scared. It's not exactly that easy.
Maybe next time.
The hook.
They don't see him, but there is that opening, and, well, they've got illusions. They're sending up to the high ground. Skylark, Clockwork's making the long rotation around the edge. The Ancient Apparition Blast is going to go in. Aegis picked up by Madara already. He turns it back around. He's dead. No chance in hell.
Just a little too late on that.
Milan does have wards now, but Skylark, the force staff, the double force staff, the ice path, he wants to keep these wards so badly, but it's not going to happen. Madara is too big. He has Aegis, he has Manta. It's 18 minutes in, and he's also got 2,000 gold on top of that.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All right. It's high ground time.
And
just
they force staff Kaiser forward. He dies on the high ground. Bambo pops the cogs to no avail. Lifestealer's here, and actually Madara is just about out of illusion, so he's going to need to wait for his next round of Manta, but, well, it didn't end up really working out too well. They try and force staff to the high ground. There's the Sunder. Bambo in trouble. They steal Plague Wards yet again. Not bad. Veno able to live for the moment. He force staffed himself back into the cogs. Meanwhile, maybe next time trying to run away. Madara's going to die up on the high ground. Can they get him out of here?
Oh,
now, Spartan are trying to get him out. They still haven't taken the tier 3 tower, and Spartan's in trouble. Oh, Milan, they turn to fight, but he's going to end up dying. 40 seconds until Metamorphosis, and Madara, nowhere to go. They will punish here as they find that kill, but he takes down, Bambo before he ends up going down. Yeah, J4 got a lot of gold there.
He straight up has a force staff.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
Why? How come this always happens every single game? They look like they're in such a good position, and they go for the high ground, and I mean, you look at the tower, it's taking 400 points of damage, and HellRaisers are able to repel them from their base. Oh, 33? Going for Radiance?
I mean, that seems like the best play against a Terrorblade, right?
I mean, if you want to kill illusions, I'm pretty sure you go for Mjolnir.
Maybe he wants to get inside of an Ancient.
I think you might want to get into an Ancient. I don't know how viable that is, though, especially against a Terrorblade who has very good right click.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the new meta. All chat. Or I guess not all chat, but ally chat. And honestly, they actually deal okay with these illusions. That was one Fade Bolt and a Rocket Flare, and they almost killed off those 2 illusions. It will become harder as the game goes on, obviously. And Madara does actually have a Diffusal Blade finished with everything else that he's got under his belt. Can you imagine if they would have just backed out right there? Like, whoever the coach is, tell these guys to settle down a little bit, and they would have such a higher win percentage.
Yeah, I was really surprised too. The overcommitment is real. It seems to happen all the time. Uh-oh, maybe next time it's gonna be fine.
He should be fine, yeah.
Million wards here.
They get the lift up. Spartan, he gets the ice path down as well. Now, Milan, he stole Vendetta. He can walk forward. They've got vision, and, well, the hook shot a little bit off the mark there. Walks through the cloud. He is silenced up. The Metamorphosis has been popped. Kaiser, he got caught by the ultimate. They turn to fight. They turn to bring him down. He is taking so much damage. Kaiser dead. Most likely, yes. But they did end up losing the Nyx and the Veno for it. So that is a win for HellRaisers.
Gold change, 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's more gold for Madara, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that the way this game is going, HellRaisers are going to start to have a larger and larger chance.
Well, it definitely still is an advantage for Mousesports, but like you said, they're kind of giving HellRaisers the tools they need to fight their way back into this game. And 33, he's about to finish that Radiance. I think it's actually going to be a pretty decent pickup here.
Yeah. And they just put so much emphasis right now on maintaining that vision advantage. And it is Dire basically playing blind. That was their one ward that was out. They did have Clockwork to keep vision, sort of. But even that, kind of using it to spam out waves.
Oh, maybe next time?
Oh. Sneaky, sneaky tricks of the trade. He does get caught, though, and gonna go down.
They want to give the kill to Kaiser.
Yeah. They really need to finish that Hurricane Pike for him. Oh, and in the meantime, these illusions will continue to hit the tower. Spartan also doing it. Ice Path laid down, as well as the Macro Pyre. He does walk through that one. They found themselves Spartan. Can they get the lift? They do find him. And Spartan going to die here as well.
Uh-oh. Pickoff after pickoff. The net worth lead is closing up again. Looks like we're going to see the same pattern this game. You know, just HellRaisers going to lose the first 20 minutes of the game, and then they just make their comeback.
All right, here we go. Radiance Lifestealer, it's happening.
Oh, look at it go. Birding Nyx. This was a thing of, like, what, a year ago.
Yeah.
It's back.
And they buffed the Fireball, I think, a little bit. So 85 damage per second on top of Radiance Burn.
Oh, it pushes out lanes, like, really quickly.
Yeah.
When this was OP, this is how I won a couple of my pubs. I played jungle.
Really?
I played jungle Lifestealer. Yeah. I played jungle Lifestealer, went brown boots Radiance, and you can infest ancients at level 6.
I mean, more than like a testimonial, this sounds like a confession from you. Like, hello, my name is Stephen Aosin Chang. I played jungle Lifestealer Bright Radiance.
the thing is though, it was actually viable back then, right? Because of the fact that you could jump into ancients at 6. Ever since they changed it so that it only works at 12 now, then not so viable.
Well, we haven't seen people try it, at least. That's the big thing. We'll see in this game, I guess, if it's viable or not. Do you think that it's good here at all?
I mean, I think it's fine. It's not like it's a bad item, right? If it's a Radiance, it's a Radiance.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see if it pays off here. Black Dragon only having 6 armor, you know, it's not exactly the most durable against a Terrorblade. Terrorblade can just kill it off in a matter of seconds.
He's also has kind of limited mana issues. He's gonna have another Fireball here to lay down if he wants to, or he can just let it go and let the Radiance Burn do its work. Get this next round. And there's going to be the TP away. Rage TP. No great answer for that. Rubik still tricks the trade. Hey, look at that one. I don't think... Do you think the Ancient Prowlers are worth taking at all? Probably not, right?
Not really. Yeah, not really. Ancient Prowlers, they have like a good skill set, but they're just way too squishy.
Yeah. Well, Mouse have one catapult. That's the answer to the Radiance Lifestealer. You just have a catapult.
Oh,
and now...
Radiant structures are fortified.
What's this one that you got?
Granite Golem.
Oh, okay, giving that extra life to all of his team. Not bad.
Yeah.
The only problem we're seeing right now is that Mouse are hitting their tower. This is a lot of illusions, and nobody is home. And Lifestealer, they are going to walk forward. Bambo with the pushback. The Granite Golem is there. They have the tricks of the trade as well. Ice Blast connects. And they still are taking a lot of damage.
Golem.
They're going to be able to bring him down.
Oh, he kept
Madara's dead.
Oh, and here we go. Radiance Gaming.
This is not a good thing at all. And Milan is chasing here. They have an Ice Path that uses well. Connects onto the Veno. He's going to fall, most likely, if they can get that open wounds and the rage off. He's still going to be slowed down for the moment. Poison Nova to turn. Milan maybe going to die as well. They need to get the deny on him. All right, he's just going to die. And he kills off J4 as well. Mouse finding kills at the most conspicuous of times. Looks like maybe next time we'll also end up going down most likely. No, he's just going to end up TPing away. Has the Diffusal Blade as well.
I mean, HellRaisers are doing it. They are holding their base. They're actually making the trades happen.
Yeah.
It's another small net worth swing in their favor. This game is evening up. They're actually very threatening to this Terrorblade. Terrorblade is not invincible anymore, even with the Black King bar too.
Yeah. Well, and I wonder too, you know, this tower took a lot more damage, but they didn't get a ton in after the glyph was used mid. It felt like they kind of wanted to fight a lot as opposed to wanting to group up and push a lot. Maybe they can make something happen more with the glyph being down in a second. And Silence, he can infest, but they don't have enough damage yet. And 3-3 gonna turn. They get the hook shot again. The Ice Blast is there. He's gonna be just inside of it. Madara needs to get that Sunder up. BKB pop. He's gonna be able to turn it there. Now he's caught onto the Rubik. A lot of damage being dealt. They're trying to get away with this one creep that the Lifestealer is in. They spot it out now and can get the slow down. They have the Diffusal Blade as well. Pops the Rage. They got the Shadow Fiend as well. Now they're trying to bring him down, possibly. Dual Breath onto the Shadow Fiend. The Impale going to be off the mark. BKB, Requiem. Do they have follow-up? 3-3, chasing Spartan. Madara's there as well. They get the reflection out, trying to run away. Spartan is sitting there. He's Shadow-bladed. He's taking damage, but he's going to be able to walk away. Stick charges as well. He's able to juke by not moving at all. Manara will die, though. And Bambo gets away. Shadow Fiend, 4 staff, still dead. Thug, the last one left alive of the cores. The Skylark is getting ran down. He does have another Impale in a second. He gets the blink away with no more damage dealt. J4 getting chased down by the Ricky. He's going to die. And they're able to kite 3-3. All the hell? He's got nowhere left to go. He's trying to TP out. Does he get out of there? It looks like the answer is yes. The rage was up.
Everyone is so low. Oh, there's a rocket coming in. Not going to catch.
Oh, nice juke away from that one. So, Mouse. They end up winning that fight, but they lost the Terrorblade again.
Yeah, and Lifestealer is still alive. Gonna be building up towards a BKB next. Kind of interesting. He just has to make sure he doesn't get hit by Gale. Gale is just something that ruins Lifestealer. Because you can't remove it, so... Gonna have to be careful of that. And yeah. Shadow Fiend is going for Butterfly next. I think with a Butterfly of Shadow Fiend, it's gonna be it's gonna make him like much more problematic. Yeah. I'm surprised that no one's actually getting pipe yet. Oh no, actually Bambo's getting pipe. He almost has. He's almost finished with it.
Yeah. Well, Roshan, they see Metamorphosis popped, and now they need to get here quickly. Skylark is up on the high ground waiting for any TPs to come in. It looks like they'll be able to finish this in time, most likely. Bambo's coming in, though, with the Lifestealer. Okay. Maybe an opportunity here. They kill off the Ancient Apparition, though, so no Ice Blast. Now they turn to fight. This could be really bad. Bambo's already going to end up going down now. Madara, they've got eyes on to 3-3. He's going to have to TP away immediately. They are not going to catch him, as he was able to get out, but a big win there for Mouz, as Madara going to take down Roche.
Yep, very nicely done. Going to be working towards the Scotty next as well. I think once he gets Scotty, this Lifestealer is going to have the worst time. Just getting galed, getting hit by Scotty. Not going to have any movement speed. It's going to be a very unfun time for him.
I wonder if it's worth it to go like Halberd at this point for Lifestealer, since he's already got a little bit of evasion just stacked that on top of itself, or do you not think so?
No, I don't think so. I think they need more damage, I think.
Yeah. Well, backdoor protection disabled. This could potentially be the first lane of racks. They're sending in these illusions. Bambo is there to try and break it up, but they still hitting. They're taking down that tower very low, alive on 27 HP, which the wards should be able to finish off. No, they're gonna back out. 27 HP. They're too afraid of this guy. Look at him go.
I think they're finally willing to play slowly now instead of overcommit, because Spartan didn't have any mana and they didn't really feel rushed to, you know, make an objective happen just yet, because they just got the Aegis, so they still have a couple of minutes to work with it. So just go back, you know, heal up your mana, heal up your health, buy your items, and then just go again off of a smoke maybe. Try to find a pick off before you hit high ground rather than try to brute force like you have been multiple times without much success.
That's a really good point. I mean, that was the issue that they had, and now they're starting to try to address that. Well, 32-19, and Thug building towards his Dragon Lance after the Force Staff has already been done. Looks like Madara with the Aegis are finding themselves in a position to push out all these creep waves, and also 150 GPM talent for Jakiro. Not bad at all. And they take the tower. Yeah. I mean, we knew that was going to happen, right? Like, all those illusions getting sent up there.
It's actually very impressive that Jakiro's level 20. Probably thanks to the 25% EXP gain. Once he hits 25, that 1.25 Ice Path duration is actually turns Ice Path into something insane. Oh, middle lane though.
Yeah. They bit off more than they could chew, and they're going to be punished for it quite heavily, as Milan going to get out, but Madara, he's a beast. And now they have popped meta. There's no clockwork for 40 seconds. How do they take this fight? Milan walks forward. 3-3 is on him. But can they actually do anything? They have Sunder available if they want to. He's stunned again for the moment. They pop BKB, get the Sunder, take down the AA. Now Rubik, he's stolen Sunder. Can they make this work possibly? They're going to buy back on the Ancient Apparition. Madara still low, but not so low. And 3-3 hops inside of a creep. Madara is going to run away. Aegis still intact. They're ready to go. And they're going to go home as Metamorphosis wears off.
And that is another tier 3. They're going to play it safe again. Going to go back. Maybe aim for the shrine.
Yeah, that seems like a decent idea.
And Scotty is now finished on Terrorblade. So Lifestealer is going to get kited even harder, but he does have a decent amount of evasion, so maybe that'll be his saving grace, but it's only a matter of time until Terrorblade picks up MKB, most likely.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering, if maybe Heaven's Halberd could be a pickup for the Lifestealer, or maybe you go for it for Clockwork or something. You know? Get the disarm onto Terrorblade.
It's kind of hard to disarm Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Because in order to get into range of the disarm, you're probably going to die to him before you even reach him.
That's fair enough. I mean, that's what Clockwork's for, though, right? You hook in on them. It's hard to hook in on them, I guess, too.
Bambo has died like instantly first. The last 3 times they've gone into a team fight.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
And he can't even do something like buy Ghost Scepter because the Terrorblade has Diffusal Blade.
Aegis expires now. Thug does have TP boots, so they can get up here to try and pressure if they want. Oh, Mouse. Well, the jump forward. BKB popped already. They're getting into position to fight. Jakiro already dead before a spell is cast. But my god, Milan just exploded. And Kaiser over there as well. They do have Sunder if they wanted to go for it. The mask done. They end up using it now. 3-3. Trying to get out of here because he does not want to stick around past this. He doesn't have to.
Oh,
Skylark chasing. Trying to get out. He does have an Impale here to follow it up. Connects right as the rage is done, and that's going to be a kill. Kaiser able to finish him off, but maybe a second too late. And now, can he get within range of reflection? It doesn't matter. They're going to focus on these racks instead. Nyx buyback. They want to go. No Lifestealer buyback for 74 seconds.
Where's the creeps? The creeps held up in the mid lane.
Yeah, they'll be back here now. And an AC done for Thug as well.
Perfect timing. These racks are melting.
Yeah, they do pop glyphs, so that's forced out again. Clockwork, he has an opening if he wants to go for it, but it is suicide, and the force that forward, not bad. Madara, he has Sunder. He's going to be able to walk forward and kill off that clock. No way to stop that at all. If they want, they can Sunder again. This game is looking pretty damn close to over with 40 seconds, more than enough to take down the entire base.
It is looking like the end. No buybacks.
Thug, he also has that +3 or 3 times Plague Ward, so yeah, he is going to be fine here. Milan moving in. He wants to try and get a snipe if possible with the Ice Blast. This could end up working, but Madara just ends up sundering Skylark, and well,
that just happened.
Yeah, that was like their only way to make this work. And now Milan is stuck in the trees. He's going to die. Impale and a Mana Burn. Kaiser, he pops his BKB. Requiem of Souls. It's not going to do a damn thing. Thug, in the meantime, just going to back out again. He's got all the armor in the world. Tier 3 towers down. And it looks like, most likely, barring a complete and total tragic upset, this is going to be Mouse moving on. Madara standing tall in front of all of them. He ends up popping a Manta style, trying to turn this. Has Sunder, not going to work. But they have buyback. If they wanted to end it right now, they could. Maybe next time, Tricks of the Trade, able to dodge away from that Ice Blast, not going to connect. Thug's back into it. And Lifestealer going to have to jump inside of Bambo to save his life. While Milan... Did they buy back? I think that they're going to save it. And Thug, it might have gone too far. Is this a dieback for Thug?
I'm pretty sure they don't really mind.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe next time?
All right. The throws on throws. The blink away, though. And he'll be able to run out of there. He did have some Tricks of the Trade.
He wants to go again.
God, he is crazy. Do they have any vision right here? He has blink in a second. And he's going to try and go and snipe 3-3. All right, maybe next time. Make it happen. One time, not there. Oh, God. He keeps on doing this. Oh, Yule Scepter left up. Okay, keeping him alive. Jumps away, trying to play his way out of it. All right, they're all dead. And now he's getting mass pinged by Spartan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they feel like they've already won this game, so...
That was a 9,000 net worth swing. I wouldn't want to make Spartan mad. I feel like he's kind of a big guy. Can maybe go beat him up a little bit after this.
I mean, he's a big guy, but he's probably like the friendliest person in the Dota scene.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, let's see how they end this game off. Buybacks on everyone, I think, on the Radiant side, except for Thug.
All right.
No, there is none. There's no buyback. It's just Ricky.
Now Ricky is mass pinging Madara because he fought out for an MKB. Okay. With no buybacks, if they lose a fight, I mean, it's not inconceivable that HellRaisers could end up winning this game, right? Like, if they all die and none of them have buyback except for Ricky, well, maybe it won't even end up mattering.
I don't think it will happen. It seems too unlikely.
Yeah.
Because even if in the event that they all get wiped out, they're going to take people with them. I find it hard to believe that HellRaisers are going to get a clean 5-0 team fight and then push down a lane.
Yeah. Well, Madara has an Invis rune. They just need to play this smart, and everything should work out. They've caught J4. It's an okay hero to start on. Shadow Fiend does have buyback. Bambo jumps in. They get the Poison Nova onto 3. Gale is out as well. But Shadow Fiend is able to get away. Clockwork is already dead. No buyback for him. Now turning on to Milan. He is in Metamorphosed Ricky, or Rubik rather, and he's trying to man up against maybe next time. It's going to end up dying here, it looks like. And now 3-3 getting out of there. They should be able to kill him off. 3-3, I think. They have MKB on Terrorblade. 3-3 is in trouble, and he is going to die. He has buyback. They need to be a little bit careful. BKB popped. He wants to get into position for Sunder. This is... he sundered the Jakiro. They need to get out of here. There's no buyback on Thug. Steven. They have another Sunder. His Metamorphosis is wearing out. This, to me, feels very desperate. He gets him, but they don't have BKB either. They need to be really careful here. Impale misses. They're hitting the towers. There is going to be another Ice Blast here. But maybe next time they get the silence. There's going to be the connection. They fall him out, and good game well played is going to be called. That's the end of it.
There's just too many creeps.
Yeah. It's like these little things where it was like, maybe possibly, if they're playing it this, like, you know, Cavalier, they could find the turnaround, but it wasn't going to happen. Too much net worth lead.
Well, I mean, the other issue is that they're